we are now going from the benefit of Zoom from Atlanta in Georgia, USA, to the beautiful Isle of Harris. And hopefully we've got Jamie on there. Hi Jamie, how are you today?
Hi Christine, not bad, yourself?
Very well indeed, thank you Jamie, delighted to have you there. Loving all the artwork around and about you there. I feel as though there could be a few good stories to tell Jamie on that. Thank you.
They're all memories. We're surrounded by memories. That's what Essence of Harris does, creates memories. So it's not just for other people, it's also our own memories are very important.
Absolutely. Well, Jamie, for those of our members who haven't met you, could you just take a few moments to introduce yourself and introduce Essence of Harris, please?
Yeah, I'm Jamie McGowan from the Isle of Harris in the Outer Hebrides. I own and run Essence of Harris, a candle and home fragrance company. I also own and run North Surf Facilities Management and Loomshed Hebridean Brewery. So we have been catastrophically affected across all sectors because we're in food and drink, we're in retail, and we're in construction and commercial. So yeah, it's been a challenging week, but we're out the other side of it nearly, and we've got a good focus and strategy to move forward. So yeah, it's good mindset to get the next few weeks.
We're going to hear more about how you are addressing this, Jamie, but it'd be good to hear the story behind Essence of Harris and how you, from your previous career, built that business, Jamie. Would you be willing to share that?
Yeah, I mean, Essence of Harris was born through a sort of chain reaction of passions that I had from one thing to another. I mean, I used to run I worked overseas for many years for the American government, and then after that I came home and I came to Scotland, and my friend had a problem in the Isle of Harris running his hotel, so he asked me, can you come up for a month and help me to get this place on track? It's a shambles. So I came up to Harris to help my friend for a couple of months in this 4-star hotel on the island. Ran the hotel for a few months, and then I liked it. Said, I'll go back to my life in a few more months. So then a year had passed, and then 2 years, and then 3 years. And then I met which is now my wife, Deanie. So decided that it was becoming more settled to island life and staying here than chasing money, basically. Because I was a self-employed contractor when I worked for the Americans. So we set up, and I was working, and we work in the hotel. We're getting a lot of interaction with people that there was no availability of car hire on the island. So I thought, let's start a car hire company, but we never had the money to buy the cars. So I thought, there's also no window cleaner on the island. So on my days off from the hotel, I started cleaning people's windows. And that's how North Surf Facilities was born. We then started... From then, 7 years ago, we started cleaning windows on our days off. Well, I started cleaning windows on my days off, and then people started asking us to cut their grass and paint, etc. So I started doing that. So within 3 or 4 months, I stopped working at the hotel and was doing that full time. And then from then till now, that business has built up because we've got lots of large scale contracts with a lot of the different facilities managements. We take care of police stations, fire stations, co-ops, and various businesses throughout the Highlands and Islands from Perth to Orkney and Shetland. So now that's got about 150 subcontractors and 10 full-time staff doing facilities and all different types of the being and what it is. But when we first started doing the windows and I started to get some money behind me, I then wanted to do my original passion, which was getting some cars on the road, to start a car hire company. So I went away, bought 2 cars, came back to the island, and Isle of Harris Car Hire was born. So at that time, there was a wee shop on the main street that became available. So we managed to get hold of the person that owned it and said, can we get that shop? We'll rent it off you so that we can start our own car hire business, and we'll have somewhere people can come and sign the paperwork, get the keys, etc., etc. So on the background of that, myself and Deanie had a real passion for candles and different things like that. But it never came into our head to have a candle company or anything until we had this shop, this little office for the cars, and I thought, this is too big for just handing keys over. So then we were on the beach one day down in Hushinish, and we were talking about what can we do that's different that nobody else is doing in the Outer Hebrides. So this is how life has got a way of, if you stay true to your journey. I thought back to when I was cleaning windows, and on every second or third house there was a candle or diffuser on the windowsill. So then it was Bouvic originally, Wee Shop, because it was a wee shop. That was the Gallic company it was called. Then Bouvic, which is now Essence of Harris, was born, and we spent about 6 months teaching ourselves how to make candles, be sustainable as we can and be as authentic as we could, and also to get the story of Harris and the island out here, because Harris is a very, very, very special place. And if you can't evoke the memories and create a passion for people to come and visit such a remote island as this, then, and also one of the only places in the world that doesn't have COVID-19 at the moment. We're still COVID free at the moment here on the island, you know. So we have built a business and a story through the culture that we've created, the team of people that's behind us, and beside us every day, and basically just our willingness to change and develop and introduce new things like our own Essence of Harris tartan, our bath and body range, etc., etc. We've grown, and working with fellow SBN members like Claire at Prickly Thistle, she designed our tartan with us and built in a beautiful story behind it about the thread count being the GPS coordinates of the island and everything. So it's all about the reason that our businesses have grown and we have got relative success over the last few years, which is because of the community and the culture that we've created. Sure. But also, and it frustrates the hell out of me when I get everybody over the last couple of years phoning me, can we get an interview? Yeah, I want to know about the barriers and the boundaries and the negative shit to do with living from an island. We don't have it. It's our biggest selling point.
Yeah.
This island is our canvas, that is our passion, that is our story. That is what makes us different from everybody else that does what we do.
Yeah.
Because we are here, we are facing these challenges every day, but we're not moaning about it. We're getting on with it, and it's adding to the experience of people. People are contacting us recently, and it's amazing the support that we're getting online for people. And people need to support Scottish companies just now. We need to be strong. We need to come out the other end of this. If we lay down and die, we are not a nation of people that lie down. We're a nation of fighters, and if we give that up now, where are we going to stop? So we need to get up off our bums and get focused again.
And what are you doing around that? You have a particular story as to what's happened with you in the last 3 weeks, Jamie. Could you share that with us, please?
Yeah, well, I was in Glasgow. Well, I was in Edinburgh the week before. 5 weeks ago, I was in Edinburgh, and I went into a shop, and they had hand sanitizer. I went into 2 shops, and they have hand sanitizers in the shops, and I thought, this is starting to pick up momentum. And I had been in China last November. I had been in New York in February at the trade show in New York there. So I was hearing a lot about it, and things were, China obviously it wasn't there when I was there, but because I was back, it's fresh in your mind, So then when I seen the sanitizers about, I went to Glasgow the next week. I went to a couple of supermarkets just to do a bit of due diligence to see what sanitizers were like on the shelves and things. 3 supermarkets, none of them had any of it. So then I phoned the office and told the girls to order some sanitizer gel from overseas. So we ordered a 175 litre drum. We still haven't received that drum. Then I came back and I was getting frustrated because nobody in the island had it. None of the police, hospitals, nursing homes, vulnerable people, nobody had any on the island. So about 10 days ago, I done a list for myself. Ethanol, Harris Distillery, who uses glycerin, who uses hydrogen peroxide. And I done a list, and I got to the fish farms. One of the fish farms used hydrogen peroxide to clean some of the fish. So I got in touch with them, told them what I was planning to do, make sanitizer. They gave me hydrogen peroxide. Went down my list, who uses glycerin, ended up at bakeries, got in charge with Stack Bakeries, asked them if they had any spare glycerin. They only had 12 kilos at the moment. And remember, hydrogen peroxide and glycerin is unavailable on the website by this time already, 2 weeks ago. So got in charge with the bakery. They gave me the 12 kilos that they had. They have now subsequently ordered me a full pallet of glycerin, which arrives tomorrow, actually. We pulled that together, spoke to a label manufacturer in Stornoway. He ran off the labels for us. We were running short in bottles. We spoke to the Highland Soap Company. We bought all her excess bottles off of her as well. So we pulled together and that's what the Islanders do best, as many people know from the Highlands and Islands. We pull together our resources and make a strong foot forward to do the best possible. So we've supplied thousands of bottles and big bulk packs from not just supplying the island now. We are sending it to the Beatsons charity in Glasgow. We've sent a 25-litre drum down to a nursing home in Northants that were absolutely desperate for it. So we have changed our business and pivoted, as Sandy said, to doing sanitizer. We're now still giving it away to the frontline staff plus vulnerable people on the island and afar. But commercial businesses that are looking for it, we're charging them £10 a litre, which is fair. I see some people, as Sandy also touched on, profiteering off problems like this. There's some people selling 25ml for £5.25, which is £210 a litre, which is an absolute disgrace. You know, our £10 a litre to businesses is covering bottles, labour, and basically the alcohol that we need to buy off the distillery to get it. This is not a profit-making exercise. This is just an exercise of unity and showing that if we put our best foot forward, nobody will forget you. And already the momentum picked up off that. We had STV contact us, and as of tonight at 6:58, we'll be featured in a TV programme, a TV ad that's going to run for the next 2 months, thanking various different Scottish companies that have stepped up and helped in these trying times for everybody. So karma's a very, very big thing in my mind, you know.
Absolutely, Sandy. Jamie, now one of the things also, you've had to furlough your staff during this period. So basically all that you have spoken about there is yourself and your wife dealing with this. Is that correct?
And Beth, we kept Beth. I was thinking of following myself right enough and keeping the rest of the staff, but we decided against that.
We need someone to run the payroll, Jamie. That's it. So, yeah.
We've followed all our staff across all businesses, apart from the brewery. We've just turned the key in that, and we'll start again when things pick up. The facilities management, because we deal with lifeline companies like police and fire, we still have 4 members of staff working and running that, and the Essence of Harris doing the sanitizers, just me and my wife, and one member of staff that fell through the loophole because she started with us on the 1st of March, so she wasn't going to be able to get furlough. So we're trying to keep work to keep her. Well, we've got work, so we're trying to keep her going so that we can. She's got a young family with 2 kids, and her husband's a fisherman, which that market has just went through the floor and disappeared as well. So she's somebody that would have been left in the fresh air because she wasn't working until the 1st of March, and the 28th of February deadline was leaving her high and dry, basically. You know.
Yeah. So Jamie, I'm going to ask you to do your ask, and I've also got a question coming in as well that Sandy's raised. So your ask to the SBN community at the moment, Jamie, is?
Well, to the SBN community and their further network is support Scottish businesses like myself. We are still selling online. We're still trying to function. We are seeing a way out of this. Yes, our business will be different, but we need to get behind Scottish businesses like, off the top of my head, myself, Prickly Thistle, Scottish Soap Company, different companies that work and are unique, you know, Graham at the Glencraft Beds, these different companies that rely on you guys to support us, that would maybe go into Joe Malone 6 months ago because they're looking for a name to stand beside quality and a brand that supported the country and people at the time of need. We need to back our own Scottish companies that are born and bred here so that we can have the power and the agility to then move forward and export again.
And the important point is there, Jamie, is that you have stock, you have the Essence of Harris stock there, be the diffusers, the soaps, etc. And by buying that stock at the moment, we can help you, because that then helps you finance what you're doing at the moment. It's no way 100% financing it, but it gives you support to allow what you're doing.
100%, yeah. We can only make, we're not making candles and diffusers or soap, bath and body. We're still doing soap, obviously, because that's a big demand for people at the moment as well. But we're not making anything else at the moment. We are, everything we're getting, we're bringing the money in and we're turning it round. I was on the phone all day yesterday trying to source bottles and pumps. I managed to get them from 2 different sources due to my LinkedIn network. It's all about our network. It's all about being there for each other. I'm taking a call. Russell's taking a call with me every Sunday. We touch base at 6:30 for 20 minutes to chew the fat and get a strategy in place. You know, we need to be there to work for each other, because the one thing that is guaranteed is there will be an end to this.
Yeah.
You know, and we can't flippantly take it that, this is very, very, very serious and will change our lives forever. But there will be an end to it, and we can't let the economy totally crash.
Correct. Now, I'm just going to go to a question, the piece that we're doing. So, Sandy has brought up, have you any USA brand ambassadors at the moment? Because Sandy's pointing out they can connect you with a number of Scots and non-Scots with large social media following. How are you around that at the moment?
Yeah, we don't have any ambassadors over in America yet, but we do have quite a few stockists. We showcased for the first time at New York Now in February, and we were actually coming to showcase at Atlanta in July, and then we were back to New York in August, and we were doing that for the next 24 months. We had a plan to do 8 different trade shows in America over 2 years, so it was 4 in Atlanta and 4 in New York. So anything that you could do on the ambassador front's a big help to get us out there. We were actually about to feature in Martha Stewart Home Living in June. We were having a feature in there and Elle Magazine in August. So that'll obviously be up in the air now, I would imagine. But you can always live in hope that these things are retrievable, you know.
Absolutely. Well, let us put you in touch directly with Sandy after this call, Jamie, and we can take that further. We've also had an update there from Anna MacDonald from the Association of Exiled Scots. If you get a minute, to all our listeners today, have a look on Instagram around the Isle of Harris distillers. Through the support and the connection that Isle of Harris distillers have with the Association of Exiled Scots, they were able to put up a really great short video clip about making, I think it was sours or cocktail mixes during this time. So it was a gin sour, thank you, Anna. So what you can see there is how coming together with the cultural and creative side of the Association of Exiled Scots, and that's Anna and Ainsley, they were able to put out this video to a wider community.
Yeah.
All of us have a wee look at it, have a look at it, and if anyone wants to pick up directly with Anna on that, particularly, as you say, Jamie, if we've got a product or a product that just speaks of Scotland, Anna and the team there are really willing and able to help you. So thanks for highlighting that one, Anna. Jamie, I'm going to move on to the next update, and it's from Adam at Hunter. But in the meantime, you're there, you're available, you're seeking support, and the ask that you have made is remember the Essence of Harris, a product that you're willing and able to share with the wider community. By supporting that, we are supporting you in your frontline efforts in addressing the key concerns that a number of businesses and care homes have regarding hand sanitizer. So we're directly supporting you.
And like ourselves and Islay Harris distillers have came together in this to make that come true and make it happen for people, because with us being, people in the mainland can't get it. If we couldn't get it, there was no chance of us getting it here. So we've just put our heads together. When I went to Simon Ellinger with the idea, he was very happy for me just to go ahead. They said they would support us with the alcohol. Just go ahead and get everything. I just went ahead and got everything organised, and we just move forward. But yeah, you have to, not just us, all Scottish brands that do quality products, get behind them, give them an opportunity to have a new breath of life at the other side of this.
Brilliant. Jamie, just in the meanwhile, again, feedback from Sandy, I'm just going to read it out. Quick suggestion to everyone in retail, reach out to the Scottish celebrities. I think you had Lorraine Kelly. Did you have an update from Lorraine at the weekend, Jamie, as well?
She comes here quite frequently, so we know Lorraine quite
Lovely.
well.
So, Sandy's saying here, send out some of the product. I saw another Sarah Harron doing that with her handbags recently. He's also saying directly about Craig McGinley, the Outlander actor, who I'm sure is well linked in with our dear friend Claire, who's on the call at Prickly Thistle. He's apparently posting multiple times a day about the need to wash your hands, and what better than through a great Scottish product such as yourself. Jamie, as always, inspiring to speak with you.
Thank you.
Safe and stay well, and we will keep in regular touch with you. And any of our members who are not already connected with Jamie, please just ask and we'll put you in direct touch with them.